Hello everyone and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. We're back here at No Man's Land, Grober Games. So we're loading up some planks today because the price actually for all our wooden planks is really good, which surprises me, especially with the way that the Farming Simulator menu shows it, which is kind of interesting. I figure they wouldn't get high till later on in the year, so we're gonna sell what we got here quick. And we took out quite a few more trees again, and I made some purchases between episodes here, and we'll show those in a bit. Let me change the game speed back. I was doing some editing, so I usually slow it down some. Do that here. But no, we're gonna haul all these planks out to get sold. And we'll be driving by a few of our purchases that we made. The one thing I want to see here quick, though. Let's go to the market. So as you can see, they're at 2570, which 2590 was the highest. It's been recorded, so we're gonna get all these bad boys sold, and we'll see how much money we have. We might be getting close to enough that I might try to get one more load of logs out, and we might be able to make my dream of putting another bin up. That is one of the purchases I made in between episodes. We got our first bin put up, so we can store all our corn on site now, and if we need to, I shouldn't say if we need to, but if we do that, we can wait till the price is really good for the corn instead of like last season where we had to basically sell everything when we needed the space for the wagon. Yeah, I gotta take that turn a little slow there. It's always a little, driving along that little bit of the side hill there, it's always kind of made this trailer a little tipsy. But we got quite a bit of a load of planks, and I also bought us another wagon for harvest this year. But there it is. We got our first bin set up. I think if we do get a second one, we're just gonna put it right next to it. And I had to buy a little conveyor, and I bought us an old vintage auger. I shouldn't call it vintage, but a lot of them got swing hoppers nowadays. But yeah, so this is what we're gonna be putting our corn in when we get ready. I got a hole dug out so that when we're ready to pull the corn out, we're good to go. But the plan for today is we're gonna mow most of the grass up here, and we're gonna bale some hay. That way our cattle are gonna be taken care of. I haven't checked on them this morning yet. We'll check on them here in a bit after we get this load hauled in. But I'm feeling pretty dang good right now. I didn't expect the planks to take off like they are. And in between episodes, I hauled 2 loads of logs, and we got about 40 grand for 8 trees that I took down. And then I took down a few more trees afterwards and refilled our lumber mill up. So lumber mill, sawmill, it's all the same. So that way we can keep producing planks at a good enough rate. We'll drop those off here. Oh, we are so close that we could almost afford another bin. But the other thing I haven't bought yet, which we're gonna grab here today, we're gonna grab ourselves the corn header, and we're gonna go with a 6-row head because I think that's about the right size for a combine like that. So we're gonna grab that and throw that on there. We'll get that strapped down, and then we'll pull it off, and then one of the other things we'll have to do is we'll have to grab the Oliver again, bring that back home. Kind of tedious to go back and forth with that, but it's the only real option we have right now, especially since don't really want to spend any more money on another loader for another tractor. But we are doing pretty dang good so far. The only bad thing about today is we got some rain in the forecast. I should check and see what time that is gonna be happening at. And we're sitting in the month of July, so we got a few couple months yet before we even think about having to worry about harvest yet, because I don't think we can start harvesting corn until about October in this geo. I'll have to look here again. But we are sitting pretty good, and I think by our next purchase after another bin, I was gonna say a new shed, but I kind of got an idea here. I think we're gonna end up buying our next piece of ground right here. I think we're gonna buy 36 that way, because I'm thinking of putting up a bigger shed, and we'll definitely need some ground. And this has got a lot of nice flat ground over here. And then there's another building I would like to buy, but I'm gonna leave that a secret for now. But it'd be a little bit nicer to buy this piece, and then we have all this ground up here to use to kind of get what I want set up. But we'll hop over here quick. I think we'll try and get this. See if we can get this header loaded first. See if we can get the combine right up next to it. But we are sitting pretty good right now. Pop in here. One thing I should do quick before we start harvest too is get this topped off with fuel. So maybe when we get this header pulled off, we'll just pull the combine right beside the fuel barrel on the truck, and we'll get this topped off so it's ready to go for the season, because it's gonna have a long harvest this season. Oh, that's what I was. Oh, we can do this. Maybe. Nope. Just a little too high for it. Accidentally hit the helper button there. We'll just do a little cheating here. There we go. And then we're gonna pull right alongside here. There we go. Hear it filling up, so we'll let that fill up. And we're gonna hop on the 40/20 this morning. And I was gonna check the weather quick as well. I suppose that wouldn't be a bad purchase for us either. But I don't think we really need one right now. And that's not what I'm kind of looking at for our next upgrade for a machine anyways either. So our cattle's still doing pretty good yet. They're 60% away through from producing some calves. So as soon as we get some of those calves in, we're going to be going through a little bit more hay. We haven't been going through it that as badly as I made it sound to be when we first started feeding them. I don't know. It just seemed like a lot, but I guess I was just over guesstimating how much they were going through, like, in the long run. Another thing I would like to purchase before too long is a little bit of a bigger mower. This one isn't bad, but you know, it'd be nice to have quite a bit of a larger one, especially for as much grass as we've been mowing lately. Maybe that'll be something we'll work on in between seasons as well, because in our off season when we're back in winter, we'll work on probably buying a bigger mower, because I would like to when we buy our next piece of land is to mow the grass and wrap it up like we did our first year. This past year we obviously didn't do that, just mainly because we didn't have the time the luxury of time to do it. We had to make sure we got all our crops in and everything. But I can't be upset with this mower. It's been through the ringer, so. And one thing I might do too, just because we have that roller now, I think we might. Oh, we might go on and replant this grass here and actually roll the field in, so that way we're getting our full yield bonus off it. Just cause every little bit helps. I know I was kind of like, I don't know if it's worth the time, but if we got the time, like now we got more than plenty of time, especially since with our sawmill facility producing pretty much easy to carry logs, and it's not taking much work for us to get them over there. We're doing pretty dang good, actually. Now that I think about it, I think the area we kind of forested out, I think we might. I was thinking about taking a few more trees out, but I think we might haul the tree planter over there, and we might put in a few new trees. So that way they can start to grow as well. I haven't checked on our other saplings that we did last year, but we also didn't plant them in until super late, so I imagine they haven't grown too much yet. I don't know how long it actually takes for them to grow in this game, just because, like I said, I never done them before here, so I imagine it'll take quite a few years, but it'll be nice to kind of have that hillside repopulated with trees again, especially with as much as we took out of it. And we might remove a few again. I just don't think that ground's really feasible for us to be planning on that hill. It'll just be better for us to replant the trees and take some out again if we feel like it. Keep getting a little too far away with this mower. But we're gonna jump in the time lapse here. Like I said, the big thing today is we're gonna mow all this grass. We're gonna tether it, and then we gotta rake it. So we'll be quite busy. I think we might mow a little bit around up by the Ben's site as well, since we got the time. We might as well get the most we can out of everything. So we'll see you guys in a bit.
At night, aligns all the shady features and all our empty worlds. Behind the scene, they're picking up the pieces of all broken hearts. But I believe in coloring the world, gotta holler to be heard in time. We can fight back, ready to go right by. To the sky, to the moon, making my skyline brand new. You get my heart in trouble. Make a beat, sing a tune, giving my life this whole groove. Get my heart in trouble. We all behold how our fates are growing, and when we come to life, and I believe in coloring the world, gotta holler to be heard in time. We can fight back, ready to go right by. To the sky, to the moon, making my skyline brand new. You get my heart in trouble. Make a beat, sing a tune, giving my life this whole groove. Get my heart in trouble. Tonight I wanna hide away. so I can say a spade's a spade without being afraid. But if it's the last thing I'll ever do, I'm gonna get through to you. But how to do it, I wish I knew. Still, I'm gonna get through to you, to you.
Well, this sucks. It looks like it just started raining here, so we're gonna have to stop for a bit till it stops here, unfortunately. Hopefully it doesn't rain too much. I never checked to see what time it was gonna rain. I was hoping we would beat it, but it does not appear to look like that's gonna be the case today. We're gonna finish this pass up the field here. And then we're just gonna have to stop for a bit and let time pass, and hopefully it won't ruin the hay too much. Be unfortunate because we already put in quite a bit of work just to get here. But yeah, we'll finish this pass up the field here. We'll just go take cover in our shelter for now. We'll just have to wait it out. Hopefully it doesn't rain too long today. I'm gonna have to kind of put that stuff in the bad position too, because I'm gonna need access to that roller after we're done mowing here. But we're gonna sit here. We'll just take a little break, and hopefully the rain will stop here shortly, and we'll see you guys in a bit. Alright everyone, we're back. It rained for about 3 or 4 hours in the game, and sky is finally cleared again. And it doesn't look like it affected the hay too much, so we're gonna hop right back to it because we're burning daylight now. Especially with it being almost 2:30 in the afternoon, so we're gonna get back to raking here. Well, I shouldn't say raking. We're gonna get back to tethering, and then we'll have to get back to raking. I suppose one thing I could have done in the rain was bring the Oliver over. I didn't think about that till now, but it'll be fine. We should be able to get all the hay in before it gets too dark, and we'll hopefully be able to get the roller out and get the field road as well. So we'll see you guys. We'll once again see you guys at the end of this all. Hopefully this is all the bad luck we have for the day.
If it's attack. A journey for life, and before he paid, cancel your mail for a hike. It's a journey for life, and I'm so right. Hang on, we'll be long gone. Hang on, I cannot go wrong. Hang on, we'll be long gone. Hang on, I cannot go wrong. God, I'm praying I'm not alone in this arrow of hope. A journey for life, I'm alive. No.
All right, everyone, this is where we're gonna stop the episode for today. It's a little bit of a shorter one. I got some stuff I gotta take care of here in a little bit, so that's kind of why it's in a little bit early. But all we got left for us to do is to move the bales, and then we're gonna have to move the plow out and grab the roller back there. No, we'll leave this sit outside for now. Once I figure out how I want to put everything back in the shed here. But we got quite a few bales out of that. I kind of wonder, where's this? 16 bales out of that. So I think we'll be sitting pretty good for a while for the cattle, since we don't have too many yet, especially since we're still in the process of breeding our own livestock. So, but like I said, this is where we're gonna end the episode today. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. The only two things I'm going to probably do in between episodes is I'm probably going to move all the bales, and then I'm going to get the roller out and roll this field so we can get our fertilized stage on it. And if it's not too dark, we might grab another set of logs, just so that way we can have our second bin, and we'll be set up for this fall for harvest. That's one thing I was gonna check too here quick before I get too far. Get this put back inside, and then we'll check the harvest month, because I'm almost certain we won't. I'm almost certain we won't be harvesting until like October, won't we? Yeah, so we still got 2 months ahead of us yet, so we are quite a bit ahead of schedule right now, to be honest with you. So I think we might actually, we'll probably just move the bales and get the rolling done. Next month we'll probably plan on doing some logging, and we'll probably end up taking the 40/20 over there, and we'll probably hook the tree planter up and get a bunch of the trees we harvested that we replaced. Speaking of trees, I didn't realize all our trees we planted out here have grown already. I'll probably buy another pallet full and put some right on this hillside here, but they are all growing pretty dang good right now. I guess it's been quite a bit since I last checked on them too, to be fair. Oh yeah, this is gonna be nice. But anyways, like I said, we'll end the episode here today. I would like to thank you all so much for watching. If you're enjoying the episode, please give it a thumbs up. Really helps out the channel. If you're enjoying the content, please subscribe so you can stay up to date on all the latest No Man Land series. Above all else, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. And most of all, thanks for watching.